Hello, welcome to Animes, another weekly roundup of AmiAmi figure pre-orders. This will be from the 7th of October to the 12th of October 2024. Not too many figures this week, and no figures in the age-restricted section on AmiAmi either, so I don't have to worry about any of those getting this video age-restricted or anything, unlike last week's one. But we'll get straight into it. There's a fair few figures. But it's a pretty simple week this week, really, overall. So just a quick roundup of what figures have been released, and links for all these will be in the description down below, like normal. Okay. Mataro original illustration, Kuroneko 1/6 by Pink Cat for 29,800 yen, coming out in June 2025. This is a fully cast-offable figure, and this is the original artwork, as you can see here. So it looks like you'll be able to get them as a pair at some point in the future, if they come with the other character, which I'm not too sure on. But yeah, she looks really nice. I like, you can sort of clearly tell where the detachable bits are. Obviously nether region and the chest. That's generally common in most of these figures. But 1/6 is a good scale. The tights being pretty glossy might be a bit off-putting for some people, since you've got like a matte, obviously, corset, but very silky tights, so that might be a bit off-putting in terms of the contrast between those two. I think that's probably my only problem. The hair sculpt is okay, and shading's pretty decent on the hair sculpt, so not too bad overall, with it being a fully cast-offable figure as the main selling point for this figure, and the fact that we will probably be getting a future rendition with both these characters. Well, get the other character, which then you can have them both obviously together on the same base. Looks like she could just rest on the base. Looks like no pegs or anything for that, so that's perfectly fine. Pink Cat though is a pretty new manufacturer as well, so this might be one of their newer ones. Let's have a look to see if they've had any past releases. Okay, so they have done a fair few actually. These are all pre-owned, but yeah, okay, so they have been around the block. Mainly 1/6 it looks like, the odd 1/7, but yeah, a lot of 1/6. Okay, and looks like they've done some stuff in liaison with native or Soltu native. Okay, better than I thought actually. The nurses, it looks quite nice as well actually. I think I covered her in a previous video a while ago. Atelier Riser 2, Lost Legends. It's Lost Legends of the Secret Fairy Razorlin Stout swimsuit version, quarter scale, by Design Coco, 45,980 yen. So swimsuit, quarter scale, obviously big price. Base looks pretty decent. The water effect's not too bad. Very obviously pinching there on the thighs, so you got good thigh to pinch ratio. The watering is fine, and then the basket of like the picnic basket looks pretty good. Sculpting looks pretty nice overall, and I think the shading is perfectly fine. I think some people might actually want a more tan version of her, which is probably what they might be working in as a second release anyways. So October 2025. Price though is a bit it's obviously over 46,000 yen. So it's down to you whether you think this is worth it for a quarter scale, which I think is the first quarter scale of her that we've had, at least in this style of outfit. Obviously the rest of them that have been like this have been 1/7, but they've been like 26,000 yen, so double the price for a quarter scale. And Design Coco is pretty good overall. I think they've done the quarter scales before. We'll have a quick look as well, just to see. Once AmiAmi decides to load it. There we go. Design Coco. I think they liaise with El Coco. It's probably the same brand manufacturer. They've done 1/7 there. Data Bullet stuff. There's multiple pages. So yeah, Design Coco and El Coco I think are the same manufacturer. So it's fine. So they've got a pretty good pedigree as well then. And I've got the Konosuba Megamin by El Coco as well anyways, which actually I quite like for the price, but she did get thrashed in the price after release, which is that's what you get sometimes, but she was so cheap I didn't mind her being heavily discounted anyways. Shimikaze, the White Rabbit of the Wonderland version, 1/7 by Furyu for 27,500 yen. Okay, Outfit looks good. Shading looks pretty good. Matte color effects. Gloves with the shading and then going to semi-transparent is actually quite a nice touch. Hair all over the place, obviously that's going to up the price anyways, make it a lot more complex. The base is pretty simple. Obviously the having the manju is pretty nice anyways to have, so that's fine. Yeah, I think it's a very nice looking thing. I think the price is actually probably about right for Furyu, which is one of the very rare times Furyu actually do charge appropriately. Downside, I think most people have spotted in the photos, is this nice little silver shaft going up in her posterior. So that would probably be something to be a bit off-putting depending on what angle you have her on your display shelf. That might be the only thing to keep out aware of. August 2025 for that one. Metal Gear Solid Bishoujo Sniper Wolf, 1/7 by Kotobukiya for 16,720 yen. April 2025 release. So Kotobukiya doing more of this Bishoujo, turning male characters into females. I like it a lot actually. I've not played the Metal Gear Solid series, so I actually can't say if I recognise the character in terms of like the male counterpart that she's based off of. But yeah, no, I like the. I know I'm aware enough of and more. Yeah, I am well aware enough of Metal Gear Solid to know what entails in military actions, mercenaries, that sort of stuff. So and Spec Ops. So yeah, no, the outfit shading looks really good. Obviously, very revealing in the chest area. So I can definitely see a lot of people will be wanting to potentially get this one, and there's a decent price as well. I think all the other Bishoujo ones have been. So if they've ever got around, like when they did Optimus Prime and Megatron and whatnot, if they've just done a character in the Bishoujo form, then get it really, to be honest. They've all, from what I've seen, turned out really well. Food Wars. We've got Ikumi Mito, normal bunny version, 1/4 scale by Freeing for 36,300 yen. So there is, she did a swimsuit version of her did release earlier this year, which I will bring up in a bit. But this is the standard bunny suit version. 36,000 yen is probably, I think, a bit more agreeable for most people. Still a bit on the higher side, but not 44,000 yen. So that's fine. The blue is really rich. I love the blue bodysuit that she's got going on here. So very nice. And obviously she's a tanned character as well. Blonde and tanned, which is just another big bonus. So very appealing looking character. But you might not want to order this. It comes out in May 2025 because her bikini version is on sale, 23,590 yen. This 21,000 item damaged box discount one is not available anymore, but yeah, the regular one, brand new basically, 24, just under 24,000 yen for this, exactly the same. Obviously it's just a bikini, and this was released in October last year actually, so a year ago, and she's still on sale and been discounted by 13,000 yen. So I potentially would wait when she gets released in May next year, May 2025, and give it a few months and she'll probably get discounted like a lot of the other freeing figures. It's, from what I've seen, only really the freeing figures that are cast off maintain or go up in value in the aftermarket, which is, they are the ones that I've generally been buying anyways, or predominantly been buying, is the cast off freeing ones, but that's because I'm a degenerate, so what can you say? But yeah, so if you wanted to, you can get this. I'm very tempted to buy this anyways because I think I prefer the bikinis version rather than the original core scale. But if you've already got the other two Food Wars characters, one of them which will be coming later, in the original bunny suit attire, then you can at least complete the setup and get her in her original bunny suit without having it mismatching from the bikini version. So that's the benefit at least. But again, I would wait till release. And then wait for it to be get discounted, I would reckon, since her bikini one has been discounted. Pop-Up Parade, Rebuild Evangelion, Rei AmiAmi long hair version by Good Smile, 4,320 yen, April 2025. It's a pretty simple Pop-Up Parade. Looks like they've put actually extra effort in the shading of the hair with this one, and the detailing on the plug suit actually looks on point as well. So I think they've done a good job in terms of paint quality and whatnot for the price. Definitely in these promo photos, the pop-up parade, at least the quality seems to be elevated a bit compared to a lot of the other pop-up parades in the past. So yeah, for this price as well. So yeah, definitely worth getting a hold of, especially if you're a big Evangelion fan. But you don't want to like buy, you can't commit to scale figures, then you can get at least the pop-up parades to at least represent your fandom of the series in your collection. And Idol Master, Cinderella Girls, Akira Tsunegazuku, layered my edgy version, 1/7 by Alter for 23,850 yen. I can definitely see a lot of people will be liking this one. The outfit design is amazing. The boots look great, loving the shoes. The pose is very nice and not, very alluring, but not overly seductive. The hair looks amazing, going to semi-translucent. Might be a little bit or hit and miss, depends on your personal taste of semi-translucent hair. Face is spot on. Everything looks great. Yep, and like the sleeve that she's got going on here out on the outfit again is spot on. Skin shading, tone looks amazing. Perfect figure by Alter for a reasonable price, 24,000 yen, October 2025. If you're an Idolmaster fan, instant pre-order for you. I've not played the game, so I won't be pre-ordering this, unfortunately. V Singer Luau Tianyi Summer Sea Breeze version, 1/7 by Lac Ray Enjoy. Never heard of these. This must be a brand new manufacturer. 13,230 yen. Swimsuit style outfit. November 2025. So over a year. Paint job is pretty basic. Hair shading is minimal. Base is fine. The sand looks a bit, it's just like textured, and the rings probably the best painted thing here. The beach ring, looks fine overall. 13,000 yen, obviously a good price anyways for 1/7. Very good price for 1/7 actually these days. So I think for the price, when you take the price into account, very nice looking figure overall. Paint jobs is a little bit lacking, maybe I think personally, but yeah, pretty nice looking figure. And from we'll have to see what else they release in the future from Black Ray Enjoy. Binding, good. We've got another binding. Creator's Opinion, Kathlia, another color version by Binding for 33,000 yen. So I'm guessing that she's been previously released as a alternative color. I'm not too sure. Don't know. I'll have to do a bit of research on that. May 2025. Obviously, like all the other binding ones, these are fully cast offable. And this looks like some sort of dragon aesthetic. So sort of dragon, yeah, I think so. The wings, the horns, and the tail. So some sort of dragon bunny. Well, not bunny, but yeah, dragon aesthetic going on here. Very nice looking figure. 33,000 yen. Very good price for a quarter scale. Although I don't mention the scale here. Mention in the description, thank God. Quarter scale, and they've almost pretty much always included it in the here. But Binding Creators' opinion are it's generally, from one way, of a special line. Well, not a special line, but they're a unique line of more OCs compared to like fancy-based OCs, from what I'm aware of. So yeah, very nice looking figure. I love the white as well. Love the outfit and pose. Very nice looking figure. I'm very tempted to buy this, pre-order this as well. Although May's pretty stacked for me as well next year. Azure Lane, Lee Marlin McCready at the secret base version, 1/6 by AmiAmi for 19,200 yen. January 2026, so well over a year to get hold of this. The hair all over the place is a nice touch. Sitting in the beach layout with the manager as well being very relaxed. In a very alluring swimsuit, but she is a very lolly-esque character, so I can definitely see why some people will be staying away from this figure. Overall, very nice looking figure. 1/6 as well, nice scale, under 20,000 yen by AmiAmi, which AmiAmi have done a very good job over the past year with their releases. So I think if this is a character from Azure Lane that you like, then yeah, potentially definitely get this one. I think very nice looking figure. Prisma Wing. Fuzicho original illustration, Scarlet Umbrella, and Pion the DX edition, 1/7, 43,460 yen. Coming out in September 2025. So this one's the DX version. Looks like you get a sort of elevated stand base, very nice umbrella. The cherry blossoms look really nice as well. Very good looking outfit, I think. Very nice colours. Yeah, 21, so very pretty big size, even though it's 1/7. She's going to be quite tall. But it is 43,000 yen, and I think personally I'd rather get quarter scales for that, or binding native figures for the same price or cheaper, which are quarter scales. But that's me. I'm not too familiar with this character, and her standard version, 35,000 yen. It does not come with an elaborate base. I think if they could get the elaborate base from the DX version for 35,000 yen, I think a lot more people would potentially buy it. It's a very nice looking figure. I think the paint job looks great, and if we've got any shots, so the umbrella looks really nice, and so the cherry blossoms are a nice touch as well. Looks like you get less cherry blossoms in this one as well, since the DX version you get the cherry blossoms over the base on the railing and whatnot. So yeah, depends on your personal take and what you can stretch to, but Prime Mon Studio is one of those ones that they do charge a pretty hefty price for the figures that they do produce. Oni-chan wa Oshimai Mihiro Oyama Neat T-shirt version 1/6 by Kota Kiev, 21,940 yen. Very cute looking figure. I think we covered her from another manufacturer, same exact sort of figure last week. So this is the same one, but looks like the shirt can get taken off and she's in a swimsuit underneath. So pretty adorable looking figure, I think overall. Paint job looks fine. 20,000 yen. For a lolly figure like this, I don't think I'd pay it. But I think some people out there probably would. I think the best thing really are the shading on the knees, and the contours of it, and like the feet and that look. So they've got their paint on their skin tones and everything on point. The hair looks pretty nice overall as well. I think quite nice. So there's nothing lacking in the paint job department. It's just, I think, the style of the figure. Some people will like it, some people won't. Love Live, Niji Sanji High School Idol Club Rina Tenjo 1/7 by Plum for 21,500 yen. February 2025, it's about 5 months away. And she has a removable faceplate, I suppose. Very unique looking outfit with the stripes and the spider web skirt and whatnot. So very, and pink hair. Very unique pose, like it a lot. Well, not unique pose, but a very happy pose. Very excited. The face looks like... I don't really like the facial expression on that. I think I prefer just display her with the mask, in all honesty. Not too bad, but I think the paint job probably matches the price. And I think Plum have been doing a pretty good job with the Niji Sanji figures that they have been releasing over the past year. Here is the other Food Wars. Erin Nakiri bikini version for 39,600 yen. June 2025. So she's more expensive, obviously, than the original, but than Ikumi Mito. For some reason, I guess she's a more appealing character. There we go. But yeah, so this is the bikini version, which I think, considering there was the other Food Wars character last week that we covered, if you have already got, obviously, Miko, then you can get both of these. But again, I would wait till they get released, to be honest, and then pre-order them, since they do generally, normal freeing figures do bin a few months after release. So after June is when I'd get her, and the same thing with the other one from last week. And if they did re-release the original freeing version for 30,000 yen, or under 30,000, coming out in April 2025. So if you prefer that one, or you missed out and you do want to collect the Food Wars girls, I don't know. I'm a bit here, like, I wouldn't mind having some bikini version figures, quarter scales from freeing in my collection. So I'm very tempted to do the Food Wars girls in the bikini versions in my collection, and I do need to watch Food Wars. It's one of the other like harem ecchi anime that I've not got around to watching yet. So yeah, I think definitely worth getting a hold of if you do like Irina as well, which I think she's one of them, obviously the fan favourites from Food Wars, which is why I think original bunny suit was in the aftermarket, was pretty pricey, and then they've obviously got around to re-releasing her, which is definitely going to help with people not paying the aftermarket prices. Melty Princess gushing over magical girls, palm-sized Magia Beza complete figure, a Mega House for 7,480 yen. March 2025. Palm-sized ones, non-scale. They're generally very small. I think I saw a Reddit post of someone saying it's like a Chinese kid's hand size. So you know she's got tiny, tiny. This is more likely a kid's hand in this picture than an adult's hand. So even though it looks like she is that sort of stance, like 5 inches across, she's probably, you know, it's weird, I think, from what I've seen on the Reddit post, someone who did get her or seen her in person, she's very tiny. So maybe not get, or they've purchased their other palm-sized figures from Mega House have been tiny. So yeah, maybe not get this if you but I could expect other Magia Beza figures, scale figures to come out on it in the future anyways, as it's very obviously alluring and ecchi anime, which I've not got around to finishing yet. I've watched like 6 episodes of it, so I just need to finish it. Pop-up Parade TV anime, The Elusive Samurai, Hojo Takayoko, good smile, 4,950 yen. It's a Pop-up Parade, pretty simple. The red and blues and purples look perfect fine in the Shrine Maiden outfit. Well, I'd say Shrine Maiden. That's the only reference I have for it, unfortunately. But yeah, very nice. But obviously basic for the price. So I think I'd rather pay for save up and pay for a scale, to be honest, anyways, over Pop-up Parades now. Even though I own like 9 Pop-up Parades. Pop-up Parade TV anime 2.5D Dimensions Seduction, third squad outfit, large size, L size, for 7,920 yen. I do like the outfit, and the larger scale Pop-up Parades have generally been nicer paint jobs and better shading. So if you don't want to wait or stretch out for a scale, then for this character, then you can pre-order this. But I'm going to be waiting for a scale figure. Proper scale figure of her. To be honest, that's what I'll be looking forward to getting, and I'll probably pre-order that, to be honest. I've another anime I've not watched, and I really need to do a big catch up and finish 2.5D Dimensional Seduction in like 2 nights. I should be able to do that. Denko Choji Gridman Universe, Akeno Shinjo New Order 1/6 by Union Creative for 22,400 yen. Now September 2025, so years from now, well, over a year, just under a year. This is a very nice looking outfit. Love the pose, facial expression. I like the facial expression. I can definitely see why people might not like the facial expression. Hair looks good. The pose looks good. Obviously, she's showing off her chest pretty well, and a slight amount of under the as well. So I don't think this is cast offable. Alternative faceplate, another bonus. So yes, a very nice looking figure. I think I prefer the winky face, maybe, actually, especially the pose that she's in. I think I prefer the winky face. Yep, I like the angle. It looks like you'd probably want to have her higher up on your shelf in your collection rather than having her down low, especially because of the pose that she's in. But everything looks great, especially for 22,000 yen. Union Creative are knocking it out of the park. Very good looking figure. They are generally hit and miss, but I think they've been doing hunkering down in the past year. They've done a very good job with their previous releases. Chulaveru Darkness Nurse series, Ryoko Mikoto School Nurse version by Union Creative, 21,120 yen. April 2025. Finally, we got her in a nurse outfit, which I think a lot of people have been waiting for. I have definitely been waiting for as well. And yes, I have pre-ordered her. Spoiler for the video, obviously, that I'll do at the end of the year for 2025 pre-orders. I have pre-ordered her. Instant pre-order. I love this outfit. Love the pose. I love the character as well in this. Outfit. It just makes sense for the character for that to happen. So yeah, instant pre-order for me. Definitely we're going to be doing a good review. Enjoy reviewing this figure when I get hold of her later next year. Hatsune Miku Mid-Autumn Festival 1/7 by Fuyu, 27,500 yen. October 2025. Okay, what are we paying for? So the hair is actually really good. Pardon me. Okay, outfit great, on point. Love the outfit. Pose great, hair great. Base very simple base, but the loving the little fiery effects on her feet. Shoes look amazing. Definitely a very good Hatsune Miku figure. They're generally all very good, but I think certain styles, some people prefer certain outfit and designs and styles more so than others. This one's more up my alley for a Miku figure. So because I think it's the colours and this tone that it's giving off. It's a very nice looking figure. Yep, I like it a lot. I won't be pre-ordering it, but very good, I think, by Fuyu, and I think they've priced this perfectly fine. Koi Koi Sakura Shyness Bunny Hinata 1/6 by Koi Koi for 7,700 yen, April 2025. This is a bikini version with a hoodie and bunny ears. So they took 3 different aesthetics and mashed them together. She looks very cute and adorable. I do quite like the outfit. I love the yellow of the hoodie as well. I quite like this one, and I think for the price, 7,700 yen for 1/6, potentially worth pre-ordering. Really, if you like it, I like this a lot. I kind of wish that you could remove the hoodie potentially, but I think that would jack up the price a lot. Yeah, no, I like it a lot. For this paint quality as well. Koi Koi have they've done a few releases, previous releases for pre-order. They've got Sophia F. Shearing from Money Suit Planning and a bikini as well. That's coming out in January, so I've got that coming in next year. Again, another spoiler for a pre-order. So yeah, that'll be really good. So I will probably bookmark this and maybe pre-order her later on next year. Got 2 left. Heaven Burns Red Uina Shirakawa 1/7 by Movic for 29,700 yen. Okay, so hair all over the place. So that's going to elevate the price. Effect parts on the base. She's also plugged into the effect parts rather than a standard peg on the floor. So the base is not standard. The sword is very well designed with effect parts going around that. And the school outfit is frilly and got motion as well with a very good, decent paint job. So I think the price is right, scale is right, the dynamism is on point, and she's definitely doing a very serious frontal attack or special attack of some sort. So yes, very nice, and I think Movic have got this on point. I think it's just going to be down to QC since Movic's not a bigger renowned figure manufacturer than Newer. So we'll just have to wait and see, I think, when people get her in her hands. But from these photos, looking very promising. And then finally, we have got Heaven Burns Red Nanami as well. And I say Nabi 1/7 by Movic for 19,800 yen, December 2025. So this was a bit more of a reasonable price, but it's because it's a much more simpler design. You know, it's just she's just standing there, very nicely shaded tights and outfit. Hair looks really nicely done. Obviously, not without having all the hair all over the place. That brings down the price as well a lot. And this very cute slime they've got going on here, I think, is obviously doing this doing the optical illusion effect. So depending on what you have behind it, it enlarges it, which gives it that sort of very slime aesthetic, anyways. So yeah, depending on the lighting and what other things you have nearby. Very good looking figure. Very nice actually. I'll have to see about this if it's based off of an anime or game. It's all sculptors, so Design Coco sculpt this one. So this is probably Movic, probably their more actual premium scale figure tier compared to Design Coco and El Coco, which do much more budget figures, but still reasonable paint job effort. So this is actually really nicely done, but I love the shading on this and I love the slime. I think I prefer this one overall just because of the 10,000 yen price difference and what sort of emotion she's putting off. You know, she's, you know, like basically some sort of school council secretary or president or something like, or vice president. Is what I'm sort of vibes I'm getting off from her. Very nice looking figure. I think a lot. That does it for this week of AmiAmi figure pre-orders. Again, links for these will be in the description down below. And that's it. I shall see you in another video. Thank you very much. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I shall see you around next week. Thanks. Bye.